Hey y'all, I wanted to come on here and give y'all an update and just kind of let y'all know where I'm at. I know it's been a while since I have posted, and I'm really sorry for that. I'm going to start posting on a schedule. That way I have content every single week. And I'm really sorry that I haven't posted. And also, I'm not used to talking to the camera this way. This is kind of new for me because I usually do voiceovers. So if it's a little awkward, I'm sorry, but I just kind of wanted to have, I guess, a raw heart-to-heart with y'all. Kind of let y'all know where I'm at and I guess what's going on. And if I keep looking down, it's because I've made notes just so I don't get kind of sidetracked. But basically, y'all know that I started Weight Watchers back in, it was February of 2023. And when I started Weight Watchers, I was 301 pounds. That wasn't my highest weight. My highest weight that I've been was around like 310, 315. But when I started Weight Watchers back in 2023, I was at 301. But I ended up doing it for a while and I was really successful with it. I lost over 50 pounds. You know, it was something that I could finally do and stick with, and my mom was also doing it with me, so that was, you know, helpful when you're, you know, doing it with someone. But then I got relaxed with the program, and it's not the program's fault because the program works. It was me. I'm the one that got kind of relaxed and started to overindulge and just eat more. And I already struggle with binge eating and overeating. I think I may have mentioned it before on my channel, but I also struggle with OCD and anxiety. So you kind of add that in there with it and it just adds like a whole nother level. But I was still kind of, you know, following the program, but I would find myself saying like, okay, you know, I can have this and I can have this. And usually that's, you know, fine, but for me, I find that I need to be a little bit more rigid when it comes to that because of the binge eating and, you know, that whole situation with overeating. Because like sometimes I would overeat and just, you eat a lot of times out of boredom, not having enough water. Emotional eating, that's another big thing. The emotional eating, because when you have, you know, already have anxiety and OCD, the emotional eating is kind of like a soothing thing. And then also just because I like to eat. And I also do have, I think I've mentioned this too before, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which it's PCOS for short. I got diagnosed with that when I was younger. I want to say I was maybe around 12 when I was diagnosed with it. And basically what that is, if you're not familiar with it, is it's PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. So basically your ovaries have little cysts on them, and it causes, I think, the androgen levels, I believe, to be higher, and there's also some insulin resistance that can come along with it. Just really a lot of things. I mean, it can just cause a whole slew of things. Acne, which now that I've gotten older, I don't really struggle with the acne part of it as much. I mean, I have some acne, but these bumps and stuff like that are actually from shaving, because it makes you have, I essentially grow a lot of facial hair, like right in here, and it's kind of just gotten to the point where I have to shave it pretty frequently. So I've got some ingrown hairs going on right there from that. But it also causes missed or no periods at all. A lot of times the treatment is birth control pills, and I did take birth control pills when I was younger, and that definitely helped a lot, but I don't take them anymore. So that's not really an option for me, taking that to kind of treat the symptoms of it. And there's some other stuff like maybe metformin, which I think is like a diabetic drug or something like that. And I think I tried that actually when I was younger. It may have made me like sick on my stomach, I can't remember. But so basically I don't take anything to kind of treat the symptoms, because there's really you can't really treat it, you would just be treating the symptoms. And the best thing to treat the symptoms and make a huge difference is weight loss. Just a really quick disclaimer, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor, and this is not medical advice. This is simply my experience and my thoughts. Pretty much always been overweight, even when I was little. I was overweight, and then when I got older, I just kind of gained more weight, and like I said, I've yo-yoed, so I'll kind of lose weight and then I'll gain it back, lose weight and then gain it back. That's because, I mean, I know like the hormones and stuff like that plays a big part with that, as well as the binge eating and anxiety, but a lot of it has to do with just it's not being sustainable, and it really just falls back on me not being consistent with it, with the weight loss and doing the stuff that I need to do, because I know what I need to do to lose the weight, and I know I don't need to overeat and stuff like that. But you know, sometimes it's hard, but with the PCOS, it does kind of make it a little bit more difficult to lose weight. But I know when I lose weight, and when I lost the 50 pounds back in 2023 when I started Weight Watchers the last time, but when I lost that 50 pounds, it helped tremendously. Sorry, I'm looking at my notes. But anyways, so I just kind of wanted to give y'all a little bit of a history to let y'all know, you know, how things are. But when I started Weight Watchers the first time back in 2023, I went to my physical in September of 2022, and my blood work came back with my glucose levels that they were like at 105, and that was fasting. So that was high, and it was in the, not diabetes, it was in the pre-diabetes range. So you know, talked to my doctor about it, and he basically just said, you know, essentially just, you know, losing weight is what's gonna help that. It's gonna, you know, help that. And it did end up helping that, because that was back in 2022, and then in 2023 February is when I started Weight Watchers, and then that whole year I lost over 50 pounds, and it helped a lot. So I know that's what I've got to do as far as that, because then when I started to gain the weight back, I noticed I quit having a period. The facial hair seems like it's more, and just, also hair loss. That's another thing with PCOS. It causes kind of thinning hair, and I've always had really thick curly hair, but I've noticed I've had some like more just thinner, I guess you could say. But I'm sure losing the weight will also, I got hair in my eye, will also help with that. And then at one point in time, I had met with my gynecologist, and this was before 2023, because that was when I started Weight Watchers and had the most success with it. I had done Weight Watchers before when I was younger, and I'm sure I probably lost some weight on it, but nothing like when I did it in 2023, and I was really consistent with it, and, you know, had a good attitude about it and everything. That was when I lost the most weight. But the appointment had to be before then, because I had met with my gynecologist, and she, you know, basically was just like, well, you know, it is harder with PCOS to lose weight, so, you know, maybe if you want to meet with a weight loss surgeon, I guess she was maybe wanting me to make an appointment with the weight loss place there. But I wasn't ready for that option, so I just kind of, you know, just didn't do that. Wasn't ready to go that way. But then I ended up doing the Weight Watchers in 2023 and realized, okay, you know, I can do this, and I can do it on my own. I just have to have the motivation and just have to stick with the program and be consistent. Because I really wasn't even working out, actually wasn't even working out at all. And when I say working out, I mean like going to a gym. I don't have a gym membership. Now, I would like walk and stuff like that outside and try to get some outside exercise in, just basic walking and maybe go to the park and walk, but not like working out. But anyway, so let's jump to where we are now. So today is March the 24th, 2025, and I started back Weight Watchers today, and I am at 290 pounds. And I've kind of started Weight Watchers, and I've also tried like calorie deficits, which counting calories. I've tried that a couple of times since I got off track and started to gain weight back. And the calorie counting, I find it doesn't work well for me. At first I thought I was gonna enjoy it, and I stuck with it for a couple weeks, but it just doesn't work the best for me because struggling with the OCD, it makes things, I would obsess over like, okay, if I go over my calories, say I'm supposed to eat 1,800 calories, and I don't know if that's what it was, but say I'm supposed to eat 1,800 calories, and I went over 1,801 calories, I'd be like, okay, that's it. I've done ruined my diet for the day, so let's just go at it and just eat whatever I want. And that's where I mess up, because when I started to kind of get off track with the Weight Watchers, I guess 2023, 2024, towards the end of that, well, not 2023 because that's when I lost the most weight, but I guess 2024, and then really most of 2025 so far. But when I started to really get off track and started to pack on the pounds is because I would start a diet and then I would be like, okay, well, I messed this up today. So unhealthy mindset with food, thinking that, okay, well, since I've ate this today, then I'm probably not going to be able to eat anything good like this again because I'm going to be on a diet. So I need to just go and just eat a bunch of stuff. So I'm going to eat, a bunch of cake and cookies and ice cream, and stuff like that is fine because I don't think there's any bad foods. I think you can have whatever you want as long as you have it in moderation and practice portion control. That's a big thing. And another thing is, which Weight Watchers taught me, that you can really have anything because you can eat, healthy, and then if you still want a cupcake, it's fine to have a cupcake, just don't have 50 cupcakes. And there's also ways to make your favorite foods healthier. And that was another thing that I really enjoyed with the Weight Watchers is I was eating real food. I wasn't just eating boring salads, boring chicken, and just basic vegetables. I mean, I was making 2-ingredient dough pizza, 2-ingredient dough bagels. One of my kind of binge foods is McDonald's breakfast sandwiches. I love their bacon, egg, and cheese McMuffins with the folded egg, not the round egg. You have to get the folded egg like that comes on the biscuit, but I like the muffin. And I would go there, and sometimes, I would eat like 3 of them, and then I would go on over to Burger King and go get one of their breakfast sandwiches, and not even being hungry, just eating to eat. But with Weight Watchers, I was making the 2-ingredient dough bagels and also like homemade McMuffins, and it doesn't taste exactly like the McDonald's, but it was still satisfying that that craving for that type of food. And I was eating chicken parmesan, chicken nuggets, like food that you wouldn't think that you could have on a diet. I was eating these foods, but I was also making them healthier, and kind of realizing where I could save points, because if you're not familiar with Weight Watchers, it goes by the point system, so it's not just calories. So I was realizing I could save points here, and really just making the program work for me. And I think that's why I was so successful with it the first time, because I was eating stuff that I wanted to and realized that I could eat those things. Doesn't mean that, just because I can eat them doesn't mean it's the healthiest food for me to eat. So it helped me to kind of eat the right way, train me to eat the right way, because a lot of their foods that they have are 0 points. So 0 point foods, which I know there's a whole list on them, but like beans are 0 points. Grilled or chicken is 0 points. It doesn't have to be grilled as long as it's not fried. But like skinless chicken, I think now some beef is even 0 points, but I mostly just eat like ground turkey. So just trying to find like turkey that has that's more lean, like a ground turkey breast versus the kind that has more fat mixed in with it. Just doing things like that was, you know, helpful because it made me realize, okay, you know, I don't have to be obsessive with the food, like whereas when I was calorie counting and I tried to do it that way, I would have to like measure out my meat and like weigh it and then weigh this and weigh that. Now I still do weigh my food, and I did the first time that I did it and lost weight. I don't weigh like my meat and the 0 point foods, but I do weigh like the like my morning coffee. I like to have it with real sugar, and I like the fat-free half and half. So I will weigh stuff like that, like the sugar, because that's stuff that's, you know, really, it's going to make a difference. So I will do it, like for an example, in the morning my coffee is 3 points for the sugar because I have 11 grams of cane sugar that I put in my coffee, and then I do like 67 milliliters of fat-free half and half. So stuff like that, like your sauces and condiments, things like that, you know, you do want to take the time to get you a food scale, or if you don't want to use a food scale, then use measuring cups. But most of the time I use a food scale, and I got it on Amazon. But that's what I do most of the time. Now I do not weigh out like my 0 point foods, so fruits, vegetables, popcorn, as long as it's like air popped, not the bag pop kind, but if you do it like the air pop in the microwave, it's 0 points. Chicken, I don't weigh my protein. There's a lot of stuff that's 0 points, but that's like, it's not like, it's healthy food that's 0 points. So it's good to build your meals on those 0 points and then add in stuff. Like for example, say I want a salad, and the lettuce will be 0 points, the grilled chicken will be 0 points, but if I want to use my points on some cheese, then I can use my points on cheese, and then I use my points on the dressing. So it kind of just teaches you A, moderation, and B, also how to eat, basically how to eat whole foods, how to eat, you know, the foods that are good for you and that's gonna fill you up and that has like vitamins and nutrients and, you know, the stuff that your body needs, protein. I mean, it worked for me, and I wasn't weighing or measuring any 0 point foods, and I mean, that was a big thing for me. It helped a lot because when I would do calorie counting, I would obsess over it and it would just consume me, and I would be like, okay, I had exactly 2 cups of lettuce, and if I went over that 2 cups of lettuce, like it could be literally a piece of lettuce, I would either I'm done with the diet for today, or I would either count it too much so I wasn't eating enough, or not count it the right way. And just realizing that I can eat and have a healthy relationship with food, I feel like Weight Watchers definitely helped me with that. And I feel like I'm kind of all over the place with this video, and I'm sorry if I am. Like I said, I usually, which I mostly post, you know, cleaning content and makeovers and stuff like that. So this is a little bit new for me, sitting down and actually talking to the camera, because I usually do the voiceovers. So I'm sorry if it's a little awkward and kind of all over the place. So today is Monday, March the 24th, 2025, and I have decided to start back Weight Watchers. Today was my first day back on the program, and this time I'm actually sticking with it and seeing this thing through. I'm gonna do it just like last time, but the only thing that's gonna be different than last time is I'm gonna take y'all along with me with this whole weight loss. I'm not gonna call it a weight loss journey because it's more than that, it's a health journey. But take y'all with me with this journey so y'all can hold me accountable. And if there's any of y'all that, you know, struggles with your weight and stuff, and even not even your weight, but if you just want to eat better and get healthier, then I would love for y'all to follow along with me. And you know, I need y'all for accountability to do this and to see this thing through, because I'm tired of being overweight. I'm actually not even considered overweight. I am like obese, probably super obese. I'm 5'6", and this morning when I stepped on the scale, I'm at 290 pounds. And I've kind of yo-yoed with that, but I'm currently 290 pounds. And I would get on the program and then get off and then try calorie counting, but you know, I'm done with that. It's time to see this thing through. It's time to lose the weight and get healthy, because I'll be 32 years old this year in September, and sometimes, I mean, my body feels, it feels old sometimes because I'm out of shape. When I change the sheets, I get winded. Even just doing basic things, like, you know, sometimes, like when my son asks me, hey, you know, go outside and throw the football with me, or, you know, kick the soccer ball with me. You know, I want to do those things, and I do, but I get winded and I'm not able to run in place. So, I mean, that's another thing. I want to get healthy and lose the weight so I can be more active with him. And I'd like to travel. There's a lot of things that, you know, I'd like to do. And, you know, I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I want to be, you know, who God has called me to be. You know, He doesn't want me overweight and, you know, struggling with my weight. He wants me to be healthy. He wants me to take care of my body and, you know, not overeat. And, you know, He wants me to be healthy. Now, my mom is also going to be doing it with me this time too. She had kind of got off the program as well and gained some weight back. I'm not sure what her weight is now. She's actually recovering from hip surgery. That was another thing I was going to update y'all about. She had her hip surgery on March the 17th, so it's been like a week, and she's doing a lot better. Basically, the doctor said that her hip bone was like gone. So now that she's had her surgery, once, you know, she heals and you know, gets better with that, she can be more active and stuff. So I think it's going to be a good thing for her that she can be active and she can enjoy stuff, because she's been suffering with her hip for a really long time now. But she's going to do it too with me, so, you know, she'll probably be on the camera with me, and I'll probably show some of her journey. But I don't even want to call this a weight loss journey, because it's not just a weight loss journey. It's, yeah, I'm losing weight, but it's also a health journey. I want to be the best version of myself that I can be. I don't want to struggle with anything that I could prevent. Like the thing with which my blood sugar now I think is fine. Last time I had it checked, I want to say it was like 99. So it's fine now, but I don't want to, you know, continue overeating and develop diabetes, type 2 diabetes. I don't want to overeat and then with the PCOS, you know, I think that also can increase your risk of diabetes. And I don't want to have diabetes. I want to, you know, be healthy and have a healthy blood sugar, you know, a healthy everything. And it really just boils down to me just doing it, you know, just doing the program. So if y'all are interested in following along the journey with me, I would absolutely love to have you here with me. You know, maybe you want to do it too, or maybe, you know, you don't have weight to lose. You just want to eat healthier, or, you know, kind of get maybe meal plan ideas. Then you can expect to, you know, start seeing some content like that. I'm going to start posting, I guess, maybe what I eat in a day. Kind of give me some ideas with that, because I love watching that, and I feel like I'll be, you know, really good with that, because it's something that I am really passionate about, and I am passionate about nutrition as well. So it's something that I'm actually really looking forward to, and kind of documenting this whole thing and really seeing the transformation, because like I said, it's time. I'm 5'6" and I'm 290 pounds. It's time to get this extra weight off, to become a healthy weight, and to be the healthiest version of myself that I can be. So I'm going to start posting that content, and like I said, I would love to have y'all here with me. And I am still going to start still post cleaning content and makeovers, because we have tons of makeovers that we still need to do. We still need to finish painting because we have not finished painting the whole house. So that's something that we have to do. And something that we're really looking forward to do is getting the whole house painted and kind of doing renovations along the way and doing makeovers along the way, as well as just the deep cleaning and stuff, because I really do enjoy the deep cleaning as well. And that's the thing with me. I'm very detail oriented, and I'm looking this way because I'm looking at my windows. Like most people would probably look at the windows and be like, oh yeah, you know, they're clean, but then I like kind of zone in and I'm like, oh no, yep, I could probably do this and it'd make it look so much more cleaner. And I'm very good with detail level cleaning, but sometimes I struggle with like just overall tidying and like overall just making things neater, if that makes sense. Like I'll keep stuff clean, but sometimes it won't look clean because sometimes I won't make my bed, and I hate to fold laundry sometimes. So now I'm really trying to train myself to have a consistent routine and a consistent schedule to do those things, because I've already got the deep cleaning and the detail cleaning down pat. I just need to really focus on the other type of things and just being consistent with it. So I thought about starting the Fly Lady again. I know I'd mentioned that on my channel, I think in the beginning. It's a really good system, and it helps me to not have to be so perfect with things, because well, with the, you know, the OCD, you want to you want to do things like on a detailed level all the time, and you can't do that because, you know, it's real life. You can't do that. You just need to sometimes just general clean. And I find that with the Fly Lady, having a system and a routine that's already set out for me is very helpful. So I'm probably going to start that back, but I'm excited to do this. So y'all leave me a comment below. You know, tell me your name. Tell me if you're, you know, if you're looking forward to this type of content, as well as, you know, if you're maybe on this same type of journey, or if you've been on this journey before, if there's any tips or anything like that. You know, I'm really excited to start this because I feel like it's the right thing to do, and it's a step in the right direction. So I'm excited for that. But I'm sorry if I've kind of rambled throughout this video. I'm not used to talking this way. I usually do the voiceovers, but I am feeling a lot more confident now talking to the camera, and I'm trying to look like right at the camera and not kind of nervously look off. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this type of video, because I do want to start to talk to y'all more and, you know, really get to know y'all and form a relationship with y'all. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. I mean, if you're here, you know, if you've been here with me since I've started my YouTube channel, I just want to say thank you so much, and I appreciate all of your support. And also, if you're new to my channel, welcome here. I don't think I told y'all my name. My name's Taylor, by the way. But welcome here. I'm, you know, excited to have you here. And if you're on a weight loss health journey, tell me about it. Talk to me in the comments. Tell me if you're on one, or if you have, you know, lost weight before. What are some tips and stuff like that? Just talk to me. I would love to talk to y'all, and I'm really excited for this. So I'm going to end this video here, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.